So today we're going to be checking out the new Spicebomb Night Vision Eau De Parfum. Brand new release. It's out on Victor and Rolf's official website, and I believe I saw it on Sephora today as well on their website. So if you're wanting to pick this one up, retail is currently going to be the only way to get it because it literally just came out here within the past week or two. So I'm going to be giving you my full thoughts on this one. I can tell you how it smells, how it performs, when you can wear it, and ultimately if I think it's worth picking up and if I think it's better than Spicebomb Night Vision Eau de Toilette, and also just how it holds up to the original and the extreme. And seeing as we have about 5 flankers of this one currently out, I think you know what time it is. I'm going to be doing a full breakdown of all the fragrances in this lineup so far. Of course, you guys know I've done that in the past with a few other fragrance houses who have had a lot of flankers, so I'm going to cover all of the different flankers and just tell you kind of the rundown on each of them. So if you're someone who's wanting to get into the Spicebomb lineup, make sure you stay looking for that video, probably coming up here sometime soon. I don't know, it could be a while before I get around to it, we'll have to see. But of course today is all about Night Vision EDP. If you guys like seeing videos like this, you like seeing reviews on the newest releases, and you also like top 10 videos and all that other stuff, all about fragrances, make sure you get subscribed to the channel and drop us a like down below. Helps us out and shows us that you guys like the content. So enough of that, let's go and jump right into how this fragrance smells. When you first spray this one on, what you will notice is that it does still have that Spicebomb Night Vision resemblance, right? You can smell that it is a Night Vision flanker. Night Vision, the Eau de Toilette, gets compared to stuff like Invictus and Azara Wanted, and I do agree with that comparison, and I do think that, yeah, there is some similarities there. And when you first spray Night Vision EDP on, you can smell just a little bit of that youthful, bubblegummy, Invictus type of smell. However, what you'll notice is almost immediately you get a bit of a different twist on it. You start to get a little bit of a spiciness, not the same spiciness as something like the original Spicebomb, but there's like a red pepper note in here. There's some smoke. I believe there's a lot of nutty notes like pistachio and stuff like that. So it goes in quite a bit of a different direction. You could smell almost immediately after it starts to die down, you start picking up on some of those other notes, and that immediately sets it apart from Spicebomb Night Vision Eau de Toilette. So for me, that's great news because the EDT of Night Vision was a bit of a letdown for me. You know, it's one that I just wasn't really fully behind. You know, something like Spicebomb Eau Fresh and Spicebomb Extreme, those are two great flankers. They each bring something new to the table. I didn't find that to be the case with Night Vision EDT. Now EDP here, while it still does have some of that familiar DNA that we have all smelled multiple times, you know, it does start to push it in a bit of a different direction, which I can start to get behind. But just as a full disclosure here, this is still not something new and groundbreaking and different, right? It's still going to be a familiar smell to you, not just to the original Night Vision, but to maybe a few other fragrances out there as well. You will pick up on that similarity. This is not going to be anything that's going to blow your mind or that's going to be super new and different and exciting. It's still going to be a familiar fragrance, and, well, it's kind of a bummer. However, it doesn't go quite the same route as something like I just recently reviewed, First Instinct Together by Abercrombie & Fitch. Very Invictus heavy, very Invictus inspired. That one, not the best, just because of how close it is to that. What I do like here is that they are trying to steer this in a different direction. So one way I can see this EDP flanker is that it could be maybe just a bit more of a nighttime or evening version of Spicebomb Night Vision EDT. That's kind of, you know, one way I could look at it, is just a little bit warmer. It's got a little bit more creativity to it, although not that much more. It just goes in a little bit of a different direction to where I can see it being, you know, kind of a nighttime version. And that's typically what happens a lot. They'll release an EDT and then an EDP to follow, and, well, EDT is usually kind of a daytime type of thing. EDP is usually an evening scent, and a lot of times it's a bit more well-rounded, and I do agree with that as well. I think this is a more well-rounded version of Spicebomb Night Vision. But to be honest with you, this still doesn't wow me or blow me away, and it's still not something that I could see myself reaching for a lot. I do think this is better than Night Vision EDT, 100%. I think this one is better, but I still don't think either of these are better than any of the other Spicebombs. EDT, the original, Extreme, which I think is the best by far, and Eau Fresh, which is a great summer version, do believe is discontinued. Those three are really, really good scents, and Extreme and Fresh are great flankers. But Night Vision, this just is more of a mass appealing type of thing. You know, it's weird because we didn't get a flanker of Spicebomb for a while. You know, there was Spicebomb EDT, Spicebomb Fresh, which was, you know, the first flanker, but we didn't get Extreme for quite a while after that. I think they saw the success of Extreme. They saw, you know, how powerful flankers were. They got into Night Vision because it's a mass appealing scent. Now we're already getting another flanker to that. So I think Spicebomb, the line here, is going to start pumping out quite a few more flankers. They're not going to be stopping with this one. Just my guess. They see the power of it, they see the money that is in it, and I don't think they're going to be stopping. So I really hope they don't cheapen the lineup too much with stuff like this and like Night Vision, because, you know, Spicebomb EDT was kind of first of its kind. Obviously now it's not. It's been worn a lot, very popular and so on, but Extreme was a great scent. They really did a fantastic job with that. And if they start releasing a bunch of these scents all the time, they could become the next Davidoff or Issey Miyake or Azzaro, who just released flanker after flanker after flanker. They take a fragrance line that was very successful and they just keep dogpiling on it to try to catch that wave of success again. I hope they don't do that here. Kind of seems like they're starting to go in that direction, which is a bit of a shame. It's also worth noting that these fragrances aren't cheap. At retail, you're paying a pretty penny for these. And even at discounters, they usually aren't discounted all that much. You know, it depends on the fragrance house. These are kind of up there with scents like Giorgio Armani and Yves Saint Laurent, where, yeah, they're on discounters, but they're not always going to be discounted that much. And sometimes weird things happen to where they're actually more expensive on discounters than it is at paying retail. It doesn't always happen that way, but sometimes it does. So yeah, a bit of a rant there, but I hope they don't go down the line of releasing flanker after flanker. I hope they take their time from here on out, create stuff that is, you know, just a bit better than what we've been getting with the Night Vision flankers. Performance on this one is okay. On my skin, about 7.5 hours. So it's not the best, but it's not too bad either. I would expect a bit more, seeing that this is an EDP and it's supposed to be, you know, a much stronger, richer version, but I don't get that in terms of performance, in terms of longevity. Projection wise, it's not going to be the strongest projector either. It'll push out a little bit, but it won't do anything crazy. Will this be a compliment getter? Yes, it will. It will be a compliment getting fragrance. There's no way around it. This will be a crowd pleaser. Most everyone you ask is probably going to think it smells good. In terms of seasons, this I see more as like a spring and fall scent. It's kind of those transitional seasons. We're coming up into fall. Now will be the time here soon to where you could wear this fragrance if you wanted to. It's kind of the weather where it's not too hot but not too cold. Right in between, that's the best time for this. Start to wrap this one up. My final thoughts on Spicebomb Night Vision EDP. It is what it is. It's not bad. It's definitely an improvement over the EDT, but it's still nothing groundbreaking or crazy. If you want Spicebomb, in my opinion, the one to get is the Extreme. If you can get the Eau Fresh, which is currently, last time I checked, I made a post about it, in stock on FragranceNet and FragranceX, I believe. Get the Eau Fresh because I do believe it is discontinued. It's a great flanker. Smells like the EDT, but a bit fresher. It's a really nice one. And again, the Extreme is going to be my favorite of all of them. Even the original Spicebomb EDT, I still do like and I still do wear, but most will agree it is played out. So I would kind of stick with those. If you want to get Night Vision, get Night Vision. It's a mass appeal type of scent that you probably won't dislike in terms of, you know, wanting to just smell good. But from a fragrance collector standpoint and an enthusiast and someone who loves the Extreme because it's something really good, you know, we're getting pushed stuff like this, and it is a bit disappointing. So if you guys have tried the new Night Vision EDP, let me know what you think down below. And again, if you want to see that whole comparison video of all of them, make sure you leave a comment down below as well, and I will try to get that here at some point. The more you guys like this video and comment saying you want to see that, the quicker I'll get it out to you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow night with another one. Take care.